you doing? I'm doing fine as well. Thank you for asking. Are you are you excited about this? Yeah. Yeah. It's weird. I've never done this in the past, so yeah. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. Yeah. You just got it. Oh, I see. I did see it. I did see it. I did see it. It's pretty cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw it. It's pretty cool. Okay. Yes. All right. Yeah, I know about that. Yeah, yeah, I completely agree with you. That's something I told them to do, but yeah, like I told them that they should use hashtags, and I remember that they complained to me one time of the post not having a reach, and I'm like, this one post you use hashtags, it has 400 views, it definitely has reach, so just use hashtags. They did ask you one time though, what hashtags to use. I don't think you. I think you responded. I don't remember. They asked you one time the hashtags to use, right? I think they did. No, it was like a long time ago. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, 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 it's here. I'll send a screenshot to the private chat. They sent this. Uh, yeah, I'll send it. This is basically what they typed, and you didn't. I think you misunderstood what they typed, but they did type that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because they have no clue, you know what you're doing, like in terms of hashtags. Yeah, yeah, I know. But yeah, they should definitely use the hashtag to get more reach to post. That microphone like stopping at the meantime? Like I'm talking and I see that it disappears a green thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. It's because my microphone like stops getting my microphone for some reason. Hmm. Yeah. Personally, you can post the Twitch on Discord if you want. You can post your Twitch on the Discord if you want for more people to watch the stream. Yeah, you can do that if you want. Alright? Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. 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 Yeah, yeah. I agree. Alright?
to see you here on this Sunday afternoon for the tryouts of Despion Gaming. With me here today, I have Ian. He's the founder and CEO of Despion Gaming. Hello there.
Hello, how's everyone doing?
I hope everyone is hearing you well. If not, please tell me something in the chat so I can adjust the sound a bit. And yeah, tell us a bit about yourself. Like, how old are you? Where are you coming from?
Yeah. So I'm 19 years old. I'm Portuguese. I'm from Portugal. I've really enjoyed playing video games for a while. I've been playing League for like 6 to 7 years now, and I've been playing competitive since May. I always had a lot of love of the thing of gaming, the competitive side of it. So I partnered up with my brother, and we basically tried to assemble Despion like 2 years ago or something, but it was too early and our knowledge was extremely little. So we decided to go each our own ways. My brother started managing other teams. I went as a player for different teams. And after gathering some experience, and we thought we were ready, we decided to assemble Despion once again and try to basically make this go into the higher scenes and provide players with the best competitive we can provide, of course.
So, how difficult do you find building something like that? I mean, if you start like from scratch, I guess that's like something really like yeah, stuff that you have to think about, like how you want to structure it and what kind of people you want to get on board. Can you tell us a bit about this process?
It was extremely hard at the beginning, but the 2 years gap we had in between was extremely helpful. During those 2 years, I basically was looking for information in regards of teams and everything. I joined a team myself just to get a knowledge of like how scrims work, how coaches work, how the inside of a team works like. So when I would form Deadspin, I would have a knowledge about how I can make things happen. So it was pretty hard in the beginning. Um, I had to have an idea of how practices work, how to make a practice work, the type of stuff that coaches normally do, in order to actually like have coaches come around and know that they are doing a decent job. So it was extremely hard. It took me some time. It took me a lot of research. I had some people helping me out, especially my friends, Madara, Genie. They are my friends from real life. I know them personally. And when I told them that I wanted to make Despion happen, I'm really thankful and that they actually decided to hop on because it's extremely important for me to have people around me who actually care about the project as much as I do. So I basically like, if I had any problems, I could speak with my friends and they would help me out with whatever I needed. So I was pretty lucky with that. But I would say that planning prior to making the team happen is essential. We had 1 month of preparation for the first practice. So we were bulking players, we were researching knowledge, speaking with multiple people from different teams, getting some friends here and there. And it basically, after 1 month of like setting everything up and going in search of the all the knowledge you need to have to form a team, we were able to finally assemble everything in order. Thank God.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, I was trying this myself back in time, like long time ago, and it was really, really rough, like to start with something, and yeah. So now you're looking for a team that is going to compete in the Prime League.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about this decision? Like, why the Prime League and not something else, some other regions?
All right. So, as I mentioned, we are Portuguese, of course, but the problem with the Portuguese is that to play on the Portuguese league, as you may know already, you need 3 Portuguese people, which is something that is extremely hard to find nowadays, especially because unfortunately we Portuguese people are not many on these current days, and it's also very hard to find grandmaster players on the Portuguese line that are it's hard to find them because they're little, and it's also hard to basically convince them to joining us because they're brand new. So taking everything in account and with all the people I've met a long time and they've talked with me really good about Prime League. They said Prime League is a decent league and everything. I also met you and that also helped a lot because you're also from Germany. And I think that Prime League is a really good and competitive league to participate in. And when it comes to a league, I think the Prime League would be the best one for us to hop on because my my uncle especially he lives in Germany, so if anything, it's like already a country I'd like to have more knowledge on, especially not only on terms of like esports, but a knowledge of a country overall. So having that interest on the country and then seeing so good about and hearing so good about the competitive side of it, I just had to hop on. I wanted to see what it's about, and I think it's an awesome league to be competing in. That's personally why I chose the Prime League.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I mean, it's decent.
Yeah.
Are you just focusing on League of Legends, or do you want to compete in other games later on as well, like Counter Strike, for example, Rocket League, like, or is it just League of Legends that you want to compete in?
Honestly, this project we want to go with tiny steps. We want to be like having TP toes in the water because we know that something as big as it, you have the time and we need to build up everything in order for that to happen perfectly. So for now, we decided to start with only League. We will definitely open up for other games in the future, but making a structure for a single game requires a lot of stuff. Requires staff behind it, people who are into the scene and they understand how the scene works like and how to manage it. So we need to find the correct people, and we are still doing it. Like Despion has been working for like 2 months now, and we still are building. We're still in the phase of beginning of League of Legends, and it's extremely hard. So we are trying to basically get more coaches in for the main team, of course, and everything overall. To so we are still lacking some stuff on the league community. Once we have the team settled and everything is working properly, we might then jump on into other games. The second one game we plan on releasing as of now is Rocket League because my brother has coached several players who went into extremely good teams. I think in Portugal, especially, they went into the best team of Portugal, um, which is for the win. You guys may heard of it. So basically, my brother has a lot of experience on the area. He has coached multiple people and managed a lot of people on the Rocket League area. So him being a founder, he would basically take a toll and pick up the whole Rocket League scene himself and make it work because they have done so multiple times in other organizations. So Rocket League is definitely the next one we will be working on, but not this soon because we are still managing the league ones, the league community. After the league community and the Rocket League one, we are still unknown to what we're doing. We probably do Apex because we know some people, or we probably will do Valorant. We don't know, and that's something that we don't want to think like too far ahead because having too much, like thinking too much on the future and then ignoring the past is not good. So I would say like we go like slowly managing everything, and then from then we will expand our vision into other scenes. But one of our plans that is coming in the future also would be a website with merch and on the future, we plan on expanding this also like to a team who makes games. We want to make this an org, not only an esports org, but we want to jump like into other stuff. But that's like too much far in the future, and it's really uncertain. But for now, it's League. Once League is over, we go for Rocket League, and then we'll see. That's all I can say about now.
Hey, it sounds like a decent plan. I mean, you choose the game that is actually where you need a lot more stuff than in other games. So you're not afraid to challenge, I guess. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I totally understand that it's like really rough to find like proper people that have knowledge and especially wants to join a new org. Because a lot of people expect payments, I guess, especially like management, coaching staff,
Yeah.
and those kind of people. And so yeah. Um, what exactly are you looking for in stuff? Like
Um,
not only positions, but as well like what kind of personality, you know, do you look in having people working with you in the organization to build the organization?
okay. So then that's actually a really good question that you told me about. I've thought about about this about the stuff that we're looking for right now in terms of stuff. If I have to say something, what we are needing mostly in terms of stuff right now is for the community. I think that the main team for now is pretty settled, but of course you'll be thinking more people for the main team as long as time like requires. Um, in terms of stuff for the main team, I think it's pretty much assembled. We have a team manager, we have the coach. Of course, that it's not really this is not really a staff, but after comes the assistant coach and analyst, but that's not really a staff. For staff, in terms of like the community, we are in need of a recruiter because our recruiter had to go away for because he was busy in real life. So mainly we would be recruiting, we'll be looking for a recruiter and probably a community team manager that oversees the communities and arranges streams for everybody and everything. That's the only thing we are in need. And sorry, what was the other part of the question?
What are the requirements you have for those people that so that they can apply?
Okay, so since we are extremely brand new, we don't have investors, we don't have anything, so we will take people who don't have experience, but we need the people to be extremely passionate about this because this is a project that really means a lot to me, and I want to make sure that everybody who participates on this has like is being provided with the best quality and is really like showing that they actually care about this because this is something that I really want people to enjoy and to overall understand. So we don't really require you to have any experience, but we need you to be extremely passionate about what you're doing, and we need you to be extremely serious about this because, as I mentioned, this is a project we take it serious, and the players on this, especially, they have the commitment to become pro players in the future, and we take that very seriously because we want to provide them what they want. Okay, so if you understand that, that's already a good thing. Um, we will help you with whatever we can. If someone joins eventually, we will try to help the person in learning. They don't have experience. We will teach them what we can, and we'll be around them because and as an org, you don't work for anybody. We work. It's our organization. We work together. That's the main thing to understand. We help each other and we make sure that everything is working perfectly. But no one is above anyone. Okay, we work perfectly. This is our organization. So the same way I want my organization to work, it's yours as well. So I also want you to want it as much as I do to work because it's ours. It's not mine. You see, that's how I think personally, and I believe that if everybody understood that it's our organization, that everyone should know that it's not you're not doing something for me, you're doing something for us. Because if you care about this as much as I do, which is awesome, you'll want it as much as I do. You understand?
Yeah, totally makes sense. I mean, especially when you don't have yeah, big investors like big names
Yeah.
behind you, then so you can get those people with I don't know like 10 years experience and stuff like that. Of course, passion is the key for all the things, and yeah, I mean it's for players, for staff in general. Um, yeah, totally understand and agree on that. Um, let's talk a bit about the tryouts. As you know, we had some struggles finding people.
Yeah.
Even though, as you mentioned in the beginning, like the Portuguese people, there were not that much people, and then like high elo and stuff like that. But as you saw, like even with the German league, it's very complicated to find proper people to
Yeah.
build something like with a professional mindset. How do you feel
Yeah.
about that?
Honestly, I think it goes the same way. Really, the Prime League is an extremely big scene. From what I heard, each division has like 40 teams or something. So um, it's a really big league. A lot of people have been playing there. I think it's hard to find um, German players and other LTR players because they will most likely go for organizations that are from Germany, which is completely understandable. Because like they can speak their country language and they can just play, and the LTR are like extremely hard seek from countries like from organizations from my country like me, for example. LTRs are something good because then we can play on the league, of course. So all the external country organizations like Despion, for example, they will look for LTRs or German players, but like LTRs are seeked by everyone who are not from Germany and also from Germany, and German players are the same thing, but they will most likely go for the country native organization so they can speak German because it's their main language, which is completely understandable. One thing we should take into account is that Prime League is currently ongoing, so it's completely understandable that it'll be hard to find players, but once the Prime League ends, it'll probably become a lot smoother to find players. I believe so, and I hope so at least. It's completely understandable and hard, and it's completely understandable to see that it's hard to get players on this moment, especially when Premier League is ongoing. But it's honestly just trying to. We will always be able to find the one player here and there that is completely able to join us, and probably will want to join us or try out for us, which is awesome. But overall, like it goes the same way. It's hard to find players everywhere. I think it happens in every single league, especially when the the Prime League or the Greek league or whatever you can name is ongoing. So I think that's something that happens with every single league. It's pretty hard to find players, especially during the on season. It's basically having a matter of patience and keep like looking every day and trying to scout for the best people you can find. I think that's basically it. You can't really do much about it. It's pretty hard.
Okay. Do you think that it actually makes sense to build a roster directly, not only based on one language or one area, but also checking for other talents, like
Uh,
LTRs, for example, or even people that didn't show up in any league before, but that they have potential?
Honestly, that's something that it goes two ways because I've heard like multiple sites. I've known people who were playing with people from like I remember having someone who spoke with me and they told me that they played on a team with three Greek players and they didn't really enjoy it because most of the time the Greek players were talking between each other and the other two players were lost. And then I also had the other stuff with five Greek players that people like enjoyed coaching them and everything. Like it goes both ways. I think it really depends a lot on the people they're playing with. I don't think it matters a lot. Like if you have a roster of three and two LTRs or a full country team, I don't think it matters. I think what matters really is the players itself, how they behave and everything. Um, I think it's fine, honestly, both ways. I wouldn't mind having two LTRs and three Germans or three or five Germans. I think everything is the same. But if I could choose, honestly, since I don't speak German as well, it would be awesome if like we could have whatever. But as long as I speak English with a team, I'm completely fine with that. Like because that way everyone can understand. For example, I'm speaking to the players or I'm on the call with all the players, and three of them or five of them are all speaking German. I can't understand anything. But if like three of them, if everyone speaks English overall, it's awesome because I can understand it. So as long as they can speak English to some degree, which is something that we highly require to join Despion, you need to speak or understand English because otherwise you can't work. I can't understand what you want and I can't provide you with anything if you can't talk to me properly. So it's extremely expectable that you only speak English, but we can also speak German, of course, but I would prefer if you spoke English. If you would only be able to speak German if you were working with a staff, like for a five German players and a German coach and a team manager. That's when I think that you can speak German, but aside that, I think English would be for the best.
Yeah, totally agree on that. I mean, for me as a coach, to be honest, I think having the opportunity to get the best talent possible, even like maybe unknown people that are not on the market yet, is something that I really look for, um, because it gives you a lot more flexibility in how to build a really good roster, you know, and
Yeah.
it's yeah, it's really fun to do that and to see, and it's cool. So, speaking about the teams in general, like how do you feel like you have seen that we have people that have picked already Grandmaster, we have people that picked Diamond 2, or some people are even just like Diamond 3. How do you feel about that?
Honestly, from what I played in terms of of the amateur scene, I am a player as I mentioned. I was a player and I am a player. So I don't think that when it comes to diamonds and monsters and everything, it really there's a difference. There's definitely a difference on laning phase, but team play is way different than your average solo or whatever rank. You're happens and shows up during a scrim or a tournament match. I've heard of diamonds beating masters, grandmasters. I've heard about platinums beating diamonds on tournaments as well. I don't think it really matters as much like the individual solo queue rank. I think it definitely matters. Of course, it matters. But when it comes to the competitive scene, it's really the best team that wins because it doesn't matter if you have one good player. If the other players who are low elo rated can play better as a 5-man stack with comms than one high elo player, especially in Despion. It I'm extremely glad that we have such variety of ranks. It shows that a lot of different people from different ranks care and want the same experience, and being players especially want to play with each other is such a lovely thing for me because they understand that it's not all about the elo, because a good diamond player can be as good as a master with a good practice plan and everything. So I'm extremely glad that we have people from all the ranks and they are really dedicated towards that and they want to be take the game on a serious level. It really makes me happy for that, and I really don't have anything else to say. I don't think there is a difference between the players. I think all of them can be polished and refined into a major player, and that's what I think we can be looking for on this project. Really,
Yeah, it's the same for me as a coach. I'm actually taking that as Yamato said it like in the past. It's like solo queue rank is a very great indicator, but it doesn't tell you anything how people perform in a team, because then you have put like five different individuals together, and then they have to
yeah.
work together to communicate together and those kind of things. So
Yeah.
when Jesus Christ, my light got dropped down. Okay. When an amateur tries to be a moderator, I will fix that soon. One last question. So, what are you expecting to see, or what are you looking for today in those tryouts? What are your key focus?
Honestly, that's an extremely good question. So, in terms of today's practice, what I'm looking for is for people to like to show what they want. Like this is their shot. They're giving their shots to prove how much they want this, how much they are passionate about this, and of course that depending on the synergy between the players, some teams will win, some won't because like different play styles. Some people might go along, some people won't go along in terms of like the same play style. So what I'm looking for on these tryout matches honestly would be to see how they perform as a team and everything, and how they enjoy playing with each other and how passionate they are and eager to improve on the game. I think this will be the core thing to define, and I think that the biggest thing that we will be watching on these tryout matches will be how much they want to do the team play, because it's crucial on this team, as I mentioned a lot before. It's crucial on this team to play as a team, and we will see who really can perform on a team with everybody. Really, I really don't know how to answer your question. Like, it's a really good one.
No, it's okay. Are you going to join in their voice channels to hear them communicate? Like being a little spy, maybe?
Um, honestly, I don't think I will, but I could do that because if I do so, it could probably be disrupting the players. I don't know how you will be recording the comms and everything. I don't know if you'll be doing that, but I feel like if I do that, it could probably like distract them or something because they can hear me joining the voice, although I'll be muted and everything. So I don't know, but I'll see. I guess there's something we have to see.
Okay, cool. So we still have like 4 minutes. I would say we would leave that up to the chat and maybe ask some questions to you.
Of
if
course.
they want, or they can even ask some questions for me. Um, Chat, it's up to you guys to ask some questions or whatever you want to know. Feel free to ask. I will go and fix the light. Give me a second. So, yeah, it's fixed again. Perfect. So here's a question from Donna, Dawn Assassin. Is there anyone in the tryout that you are really looking forward to see, like his performance in the games or something like that?
All right. So there's a player who I've been keeping attention to. This is like from the day I met with the Dark Stars 2. I think he is the highest elo rated one, and when I did an interview with him, he was extremely passionate about this, and I could see how his ambition to learn the game. He told me some stuff that he said that really I thought how much you want this. So I'm looking forward to see what he can perform and what he can do because he really the way he spoke with me, he made sure to made it pretty clear that he wanted to be one of the best players, and I want to see that happen. I want to see him actually like taking his words into actions and show me that he's actually like he can perform the way he's saying, and his ambition will bring him forth. I really am curious to see how it will play out.
Okay, nice. Then there was another question. Is there any kind of play style you're looking for in the teams, or are you leaving the choice to the players? I guess
Honestly,
question. I don't know if it's for you, but yeah,
oh yeah, yeah.
tell you first.
All right,
I
it will
will
for
put
both,
my
I guess. So
yeah.
personally, in terms of playstyle that I would really be looking for is basically team play in terms of like invade, gang, like extremely good coordination overall in these teams. That's something I'm really when like for example you set up a beautiful trap or when you do a perfect invade or a perfect team rotation into a pickoff or something or an objective. I think those are definitely the best things you can have on these tryouts. And I think those are the best things a team can make on a competitive scene. So seeing those happen, I think would be the best for these tryout matches, really.
Okay. Yeah. So for me as a coach, I usually do that in tryouts a bit different than probably like other people. Since we are building a completely new team, I'm not looking for an exact play style. So what my focus today will be on is how is the knowledge about drafting, like because they have total freedom to play whatever they want in these tryouts, and it's totally up to them. Uh, and then I will try to understand like okay what are they picking, why are they picking it. I will try to narrow it down for you guys as well, so you get like kind of an understanding what is going on. And then of course I want to see the composition that they picked being executed, because it doesn't make sense if you pick something for a reason if you don't know how to execute it. So sometimes comfort picks are better than a meta pick or something like that if it's work for the competition overall. If that answers your question also. So a question to the coach. Oh, that's me. Goddamn, I'm out. Since it's the first trial day, are you going to let the team draft for themselves? You have draft plan ready for both teams. Oh, yeah. So yeah, actually, answered that already done. So no, for the moment, they can pick whatever they want, and that will go for the few next games overall. Today they are free to play whatever they want. Then we will have some other people in the next week stepping in to see them play, and it goes from there on. When we come to the second stage, then we will start collecting the champion pool of the players, and then I will start figuring out how what kind of composition could be built and would be the best based on their champion pool, and then I will give them some task. It could be something like I want to see you play a pick composition or attack composition whatsoever, and then I want yeah, I will go through it. I will give too much information how they have to execute it because it's still something I need to evaluate overall is the game knowledge and the execution of the players. So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting and very intense tryouts, to be honest. I hope that answers your question, Don Assassin. Very welcome. So, I would say if you guys want, first of all, thank you, Ian, for being part of the interview,
Thank you for having
sharing
me over.
your ideas and yeah, your values that you have for Despion gaming. And I'm really glad to that I'm part of it, and I think we can achieve something really great over time. Um, yeah, I will do like a 3 minute ad break right now. So just uh, get some coffee, guys. Some Coke, not Coke, cola, or something else, whatever. While we start getting the draft ready for the guys, and so like no, not Coke, cola, or Coca Cola, Pepsi, whatever, Dr Pepper. And no, Twitch, I'm not getting paid to say that names. Yeah, so take some time. We will be back soon. So, okay.
Yeah.
Muted. Oh, you did really good.
Thank you, thank you. You did all be great.
Yeah, I was just like pulling questions out of my head.
Yeah, I'll be honest. The questions were so good that I was wondering if you had like them typed on the notepad or something.
No,
I was
no,
like, I
not at
actually
all.
thought you like the questions were they were awesome. I was like, okay,
Okay.
yeah. So I don't know if I'll be joining the players as I mentioned because it could distract them or pressure them, and I don't know if it's the best idea.
I mean, you can. It would be, yeah. I mean, would be nice. But it's not needed. I will hear about the communication later on in
Okay.
overall. So that's not a big deal. I was just like curious how you want to do it or not.
Honestly, if it was me like doing a tryout and the founder of the art showed up, I would be like, I would be pressured. Honestly, so
Yeah,
that's why I said it.
I mean, it gives some pressure, but that's also something they have to work with, because
Yeah, yeah,
there
yeah.
will be days in the trials when I'm sitting there, just listening,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
like, and then giving the voice comms over the like in the game. Right? No, not like that because it doesn't make sense with this 3 minute delay. Uh, so yeah, Kazakh will be there a bit later, sadly.
Sorry, who?
Kazakh. He's one of
Kazakh?
the tryout players. The guy
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you interviewed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Because
remember.
I worked with him for a long time. Um, so yeah, there. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to the tryout beginning.
All right.
For a moment.
5 minutes and yeah, pretty decent.
Hey guys.
Okay, hello. We did Restless last. How would you rate the interview, Restless?
Yeah, 10 out of 10 would watch again.
Yeah, because the coach phone. I see. Nice.
Obviously, yeah.
At least
Can we build the teams now, so we can start?
we have them already.
Where's the West?
Aren't we like 10? Yeah, we are 10.
Yeah, but I
And
need
the
you in the
lobby.
lobby.
I don't know the IGNs.
You don't know them either?
Yeah, but I wrote my IGN, so you can add me, guys.
No.
Just saying.
So already agreed to something, Coach Manu. We all on the same page with the interview being an 8 out of 10. So if we run down your games, at least we achieved that tonight.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, just continue adding me, and then I will. Yeah. Have fun, guys. Don't stress yourself too much, okay?
Should we go to?
Hello?
Yeah. So, I'm back, guys. Sorry. We are still trying to get all the people here. As you see, it's not that easy. Or some simply just like didn't read the Discord before. Like, typical problem as a coach. You know, like, you give a task and then people are not listening. And like, oh, but we don't have the IGNs. Like, you have mine. That's fine. Yeah, I know that I'm not gone if I'm start putting the ads. It's that ad is running and then I'm like somewhere in the window, right? I mean, the ads were just like 3 minutes, so that was, yeah. So, yeah. So yeah, let's get them ready. Everything is fine, Oxel. Don't worry about that. Just checking if I'm missing. I choose 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So one person is definitely missing. Hey, thanks for the follow, Warbox. So yeah, the team, I guess they were trying to get in. Like, well, why is this guy in League Plus and but not in game? Okay, yeah, some typical issues here, some technical problems, I guess. Let's see what's happening here. So, wait, Warbox is your brother, right? Ian?
Yes?
Rabox is your brother?
Yeah, he is my brother.
Okay, cool. And the co-founder is in the chat. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Seems that we are missing a player for one reason or what reason ever. Okay, there is Imo. Nice. That should be the last player. So let me quick. Yeah, I guess you are as excited as Ian and me, Wevox. I guess we are all excited about what we are going to see and what is going on. Oh, okay, that was the wrong Alex, I guess. Okay, someone has to relog. Give me a second. Need to check something. Who is... No, that's fine. Because I'm missing one player. It always says like he's in League Plus. This. Maybe they use different accounts than we had in the structure. I don't know. Okay, yeah. It's like LEC, like stuff is going on and it just takes some time. So yeah, I mean, if we have some more questions maybe from the chat, then we can answer them, I guess. So there is a question from the chat, and hello, Madara. He wants to know how much you pay for the social media content.
None.
Yeah. Okay. That was a very short answer. um, yeah, he wants at least some food. Maybe you can send him some pastelniatas or something like that. I don't know. But come on, Madara. Okay, perfect. Now it's finally. Yeah, I mean, I guess you can call 911, but they will not help you. They probably would tell you to call someone else. Maybe call your mom or something. I don't know. Let's change it to here already. So they are like setting up everything, and they will, I guess, prepare pro draft in the background, and then we will see the draft in the client, and then we can talk about it a bit. I'm really excited to see what exactly is going to get picked. I mean, it's a new patch, and so things have changed a bit, which also affected the meta as it is for the moment. Are we blue side or red side? What do you mean, Oxel? I don't get that. So basically just to give a brief thing here, like there was some confusion about doing pro draft or draft in the client. I mean, we have tournament draft on, and so of course we're gonna draft without pro draft because this is not gonna happen on any pro scene at all, and so they have to check the way how they are picking and those kind of things. So let's see how that goes. And there we go, the pick and bun phase. So there is a Maokai bun on the blue side. On the red side is the Cassidy bun. Maokai pretty common at the moment, that is like either picked or banned right away. Then there is a second jungler getting banned.
Draven out.
Becomes a Draven bun. So far, not that much unexpected bans, to be honest. Like Draven is like really good in mid game if you have the right support with it.
Let me at 'em.
Jax, yeah, after his buff that he got with the tons of true damage, the valid ban for the top side, and there comes a Lulu ban. I mean, Lulu is not that much played at the current moment, and so I'm not really totally sure why it's the Lulu ban, to be honest. Well, let's see if maybe the pick. Okay, there they go for Cassante in the first lane, like picking topside blind, which is, yeah, you can do it. I mean, it's not that bad. And there comes H-Fox against it. Yeah, definitely agree on that. Cassandra is a good pick if you have banned Jax, but to be honest, H-Fox is a champion that really, yeah, as well can punish Cassandra at a certain point. So it was a proper counter pick, I would say, on the red side. And then Diego was picked as well. Diego, we can expect him to go into jungle, which is quite nice because he can get like any kind of champion. So they have to make sure to not give him like OP champions at the current moment. Blue side then decided to go for Diana in jungle and Victor in the mid lane. Like Victor, pretty common pick at the moment. I kind of get bored sometimes seeing it already, like in LEC, LCK, LPL, and stuff like that. And there, of course, Syndra, like the two strongest mid laners at the moment. So far, we don't see like proper composition, I would say. I mean,
There's always another
blue
way.
side, there comes a Nami bun. Okay.
I am forsaken.
The Varus bun, yeah, definitely bun worthy at the moment. The damage of Varus insane. And I kind of understand if they expected to Varus to be picked or something that they banned Lulu. There comes a Xayah bun. Okay, that's a bit unexpected, to be honest. She's not that strong at the moment. And there's Aphelios bun. Yeah, Aphelios, I think it's kind of always bun worthy no matter the meta, because like if she gets rolling, then it's a goddamn rock. There is not almost nothing that can hold it back. There comes a severe pick for the bot lane. going Jinx as a counter to Sivir. Yeah, Yumi could be an option here for Sivir, specifically with Aatrox and Viego in team. So that kind of would make sense actually. And we have a Nautilus as support on the blue team. So yeah, I mean Yumi is open, which is kind of what I'm wondering about, to be honest, because it's Yumi. But they decided to go with Thrash. Okay, that's like two tanky supports, but as well roaming supports. So that's gonna be interesting in the bot lane. But in the end, Sivir has kind of like a bit more range compared to Jinx. So oh, the drafts are really suboptimal because we can switch positions in draft. I mean, yeah, of course you can always switch positions. Syndra could go bot lane as well as AP carry and Sivir in the mid lane, of course. But I haven't seen any swaps so far, and it would have been kind of unexpected, to be honest, to see you guys swapping. And so, yeah, we from both teams we basically have pick into attack composition. Love to fight like in River and in the jungle sweet spots, like entrances and stuff like that. So it's definitely something you have to consider as a team. Yeah, it's just like kind of like both have the same ideas of what they want to play. So it's fun to see. It's fun to see. So it's not. Yeah, I wouldn't say she gets outscaled or outranged because, like, yes, you have Victor, but in the end, all the other champions are not like massively in having like massive range. But on the red team, you have Sivir with her boomerangs. You have Sinra that is just like at some point constantly spowing her bubbles on you. So that goes definitely in their favor when it comes to picking certain enemies. But they cannot get that close that easily in the enemy team. So because yeah, Sunra can make stun. Hopefully multiple people if she gets it right, and then they can start engaging with the Sivir ult. But at the same time, that's nothing you really want to do because Victor can just slow them down, stun them. Diana can CC them. You have Nautilus in the CC. So it's like, yeah. Comp-wise, I think the composition of the blue team was a bit more smarter because all champions kind of work together. Cassandra can go just front lane, pick one nasty champion out, kick it away while the rest is going to follow. And yeah, then it kind of is over. Exactly. That's the point. They can't overextend. So they really have to work on the positioning here and the vision. Let's go into the game. hopefully soon. There you go. Thing is, like, blue team here has definitely a bit more flexibility in the engage and as well disengage. Lovely go. Data mode. Come on. There you go. Oh yeah, yeah. Spectator mode is like hell of a thing.
Really bad.
That's totally fun. Yeah, both teams go like for the typical 5-spot cover. Though I'm not really sure what Sivir is doing there. But yeah, okay. Diana poke. I mean, both sides could have gone for an invade because you have early CC, both teams. Or could have been working, but they decided to play it safe, which is totally fine because you don't know the enemy, so you're not knowing like what to expect. But both teams are jungling through bot side. They both started like on top. Jinx trying to zone a bit with. Okay, Nautilus goes here for an engage. And I got proper damage on both of them, Thresh and Sivir. Which is really nice. Yeah, there you see the stun as well. Like, I don't need to get in range. We see Diego here now already on the blue buff. That's like really aggressive, like early ignites. Nautilus need to flash out here. Oh, that was a miss from skill. First blood goes here to Sivir. Jinx is continuously getting a revenge kill, but I guess she will die there as well. That was like, yeah. That's a problem if the one jungler is faster than the other at the, in movement, which is, yeah, Diego has some more flexibility when it comes to jungle speed and clearing the camps. So it was kind of expected that he would have been at least a bit earlier available for the first gank. Nautilus starts already roaming to get mid lane even more ahead. But nothing happened. Now he gets catched from Swash that was following, and Viego was there as well. That is something that should not have happened. I mean, you didn't have vision over there, so you should not go that deep without your jungler. So either way, make sure if you go for like early roaming, make sure that your jungler is at least in range so you can invade or gank better as well. Because if it's only like you two, and then yeah, it kind of got messed up at some point, as we saw. You get catched, and it's still early game, so it's always better to go with your jungler if you go early roaming instead of going alone. So if we check a bit here, like also on the words, if we compare, like we talked about early that this is a pick competition on both teams, so they both have to work around with the vision. And then you see Severe, which still had both wards available. Ooh, nice kill here from Severe. She was dying as well, but she still managed to get it. The Santi is like really aggressive there, like very low on health, but still like, nah, I'm Cassandra, I don't care. And he's going 1v1 here. Oh, getting. Oh, and there comes a Diego. That was not really expected. There comes a Diego and gets the kill. We have already a 3-0 Diego. That's gonna be a hell of a pain for each lane. Because whenever he shows up, he already has like pretty good advantage. But yeah, so what I wanted to say is we saw Diana as jungler having two wards in the pockets, still jungling, but didn't place the wards, which is not really that smart. I mean, there is a Viego, and that means he can easily counter jungling. Because he's, first of all, he's faster and with his movement. So you always should make sure that you have at least vision so you know where to expect the enemy jungler or the supporter. So the first Drake is the Mountain Drake, which is not exactly what you need as a like pick composition, but it definitely helps in early game to have some more resistance. It goes to the red team, which is quite nice for them. But yeah, there is another engage. City is there. Okay, that was actually weird. I mean, you had a full life Nautilus and low life Carry, and Nautilus decided to stay away from the tower and giving free the Carry to get kills. That's not what you do as a support, guys. As support, it's always better that you die, because in the end you will not give that much money, than whether dying your AD carry. This, like, we already have sweet deaths on Jinx here. She's really outfarmed already, even though she has some kills, but when it comes to... No, that was the wrong button. To do the gold here, gold difference, it's still kind of decent, like 400 gold difference on bot lane. but 700 in total, which makes definitely a value, as we can see from the team. Santa's here going for the plating. Syndra is joining, but gets spotted, and yeah, Basante simply just goes away. Nothing to get her. So Victor decided to stay on mid lane and continue farming, like, but he couldn't push through the tower because Diego was coming up, and he kind of wanted to roam to Baron, but decided not to roam. There was a flash out of Aatrox, and they got a kill on Aatrox here. But will they be able to get Herald here? Will it be fast enough? Will it be enough damage? Because now Sinra is coming, Viego is coming in as well. Yeah, they managed to get Baron here, but there was a bit too late reaction, which was kind of normal because Sinra stayed massive too long on top side without getting anything out of it. She left, they started immediately Herald. Cassandra is happy about getting plates now. And Syndra does what Syndra does, like playing with walls, and oh, that was an aggressive flash inside the tower. And they managed to get the kills. Balls after ball, hitting into Victor and killing him under the tower. Here some really aggressive plays from Diana. Top Cassandra goes here for the 1v1 against Aatrox and gets it. And Nautilus couldn't really help Diana here, because Diana just went back in while gets separated from Nautilus with Viego in between. Jesus, look at that damage from Syndra. I mean, that wasn't even her ult. This is like insane. And yeah, I guess you can expect that the second Drake goes to the red team, and there it is. So now it gets to the important part. It's gonna be Ocean Soul. I'm too quiet. Oh, give me a second. Jesus. I have to check that later. Sorry. I will try to get nearer to the microphone. And hello, welcome to the stream, Git. Yeah, now I'm kind of confused. Yeah, I'm not a caster. Yeah, the thing is, here, like, we have, compared to the red team that is like clearly dominating the the blue team. Even though the kills are kinda like decent, but when it comes to the movement and the execution, like where to go, when to be where, the vision that they have to use, these kind of things. This is like pretty smart how they play around it. But at the same time, that doesn't mean that the blue team is out yet, because the blue team has overall more possibilities in the mid to late game to go from the pick into engage composition with Nautilus, with Cassandra, with Diana. They can go all in and still win games, and they have pretty decent picks for it. I wish they would definitely work more with the vision, specifically in the early game, to be honest. Special as a jungler, it's not nice that you have 2 wards in your pocket in like 5 minutes. That's like impossible. That should not happen. So vision for both teams here is key, and that's what they really have to work on. And I think for the moment the red team does that a bit more smarter. The good thing here is that with the kills on the right people, the gold difference is not that massive. It's like 1k only at the moment, so it doesn't hurt that much. But compared to the position in itself, then yeah, if you see like let's check for jungle, for example, like Diana has more goals actually than Diego, which is kind of weird. But yeah. Yeah, now Cassandra does Cassandra things like I don't care about tower because I'm still getting kills. And now he's fighting against Aatrox, still having his ult on, and he's fighting against Smash as well, and he's still fighting. I mean, what the heck is that Cassandra, guys? Dear Wyatt, what did you do? But there comes the shutdown on Syndra. That was simply one person too much. But, I mean, he did fight under the tower. He took down 2 people. And it took another 2 people to get him down. And we are only like in about 17 minutes. What the heck is that champion? There goes down the second tower in the mid lane. But yeah. Let's get the 3rd break without any competition, and that is something. Yeah, you got the tower, it's nice, but now you have to focus that they're not getting the soul, because if they manage to get the ocean soul, Syndra and Sivir will goddamn love it. But as well, if you look at your own team, you need Ocean Soul as well. So we can expect some pretty nice fights for the next breaks for sure. Viego use here, using the flash. Now those flash is back. And here goes the kill to Diana. Aatrox goes here for the top tower. But Nautilus is already poking down the tier 3 tower on mid lane. That definitely gives you a lot of opportunity that you're that close already. When Baron will come in about half a minute. He gets caught here by Syndra. Where Syndra is 5-1 already. So yeah, next objective. There's no Drake, nothing. So of course, Drake will be, Baron will be prepared here. Well, should be prepared, but so far there is not really vision set up. Syndra still tries to push on bot side. Finally they start setting up vision here, or at least clearing vision around the Baron. This is something like at this stage of the game, what I'm always wondering about is if you know that Baron is getting up and there is no other objectives you can go for, you should, like everyone in the team, even the carry, should go for at least one pink ward to make sure that they have the vision in the best way possible to prepare the objective. Asante here goes for the fight 1v2, gets one kill for sure, and he might get another kill. No, he died just by Sivir joining in while the rest of the team from blue side was not there. And there goes a second kill on Sivir and to Thrash, and now that's the Baron. They can go to do the Baron, but they're not doing the Baron. I mean, yeah, you have people pushing the tier 2 tower, but that would be amazing trade if you go take Baron and lose one tier 2 tower on bot side. That wouldn't hurt you at all. So it's like a really questionable decision to not go for the Baron, but go for the kills. And now Drake start getting up. So now blue team cannot fight for Baron. They cannot take Baron because they have to make sure that red side is not going to get the Ocean Soul. And there comes the problem again. No vision was set up, it was kind of cleared, but it was still like not respected that red side was around Drake already. Cassandra dies here. 4 people are already in position to get it. There is a sneaky ward in the bush. So now it really comes to the question. It's 3v4 at the moment. Diana gets caught. City ult is used. Diana goes all in. She gets a kill, but she dies as well against Vigo. And Vigo gets another kill on Jinx. Aatrox is taking down Victor here. There comes a TP just for security, and they have the Ocean Soul. So it really... Diana was bot 2, yeah, exactly. The decision making of the blue team overall is kind of questionable at a certain point. even though for wet side I would have taken the Baron already earlier, but they made a good decision not to killing the people, making sure they're getting the soul. So at that point it made sense. Yeah, they secure the Baron, they're taking down the... There goes Cassante. He takes down Diego. And they are still fighting and fighting and fighting. Diana dies again. And there goes down Victor. So you have 4 people down, you have Baron, so that's a pretty good push, and you have the Ocean Soul. This is incredible incredible gameplay here from both sides, like in general. I would say like blue side definitely has some more mistakes done in during the game when it comes to vision, I guess communication as well. Because sometimes it kind of looks like a bit lost. But yeah. So Website decided just to take the tier 2 tower in mid lane, and then just go base, regain everything, and yeah, start pushing back again. Yeah, okay. I was about to say, yeah, now he's in a position that he gets almost unkillable, but yeah, okay, you cannot do a lot against 4 people, but it's worth it because they got like tier 2 tower on top side, they are pushing the tier 3 tower on bot side, while at the same time pushing the tier 3 tower on the mid lane, and now they start going back to not get caught. Now they are like in a very difficult spot here, like blue team. Because against this team, you don't want to fight in those tiny spots where you can get caught so easily when you're playing against a big competition. Red team here tries to use as much of the Baron buff as possible. So they might get the tier 3 tower here in mid lane as well. They get it. They're not going for the inhib. Now the blue side starts grouping, trying to chase for mid lane. Okay, there was Victor alone in the jungle without having vision there. He got caught and died for this. Yeah. Red team just goes tower by tower, taking stuff down. And as we see, like they do it in a pretty proper way, like giving Aatrox the possibility to just split push. Cassantino says like, you took my inhibit, now I'm going to take your life. Jesus. Okay, that was Aatrox after almost 1 minute 1v1. Two tanks fighting against each other. God damn right. I mean, overall, it was okay that he died on there. To be honest, you got the inhib, so you have top lane pushing now with super minions, and you know already that Elder is popping up, and they can prepare stuff over here. And I think that this Elder actually can be key and decide the game here. Like if Wetside managed to get Elder here, the game probably is over. If they're not able to defend. They go for the fights, they take down Diana, they take down Nautilus, they take down Cassante, and they take down Jinx. And they say like, we don't need Elder, we just TP on bot side and just going for the finish. Damn it, Simba goes for the kill here, but she gets killed as well. But who cares about that if you have your team already following, killing the towers and finishing the first game with really impressive gameplay, I have to say. But yeah, guys, that was the first game. Let's check some of the statistics here. As we see, Cassandra, he was the person that did the most damage in his team.
Conte was insane.
Huh?
Conte was insane.
Yeah, he really played impressive. Yeah, you saw like, even though Jinx got like some kills in early, but she never really got like into the position where she could have done something. Same with Diana. That was really, yeah, not the best performance, I would say. And then if you compare the other team, they're almost like all on the same level, around like, yeah, 19 to 20 k damage. But what is more important for me always, if you play a pick composition, is the vision here. So let's check for the supporters, which is, we have Nautilus. He plays 34 watts, which is amazing, which is really great. But in the end, it's a matter of where you place the watts, you know. So it's always like, yeah, you can place it in the correct spot and get people as much as possible. But yeah, if you compare Thrash, he only plays 20. But the thing is, like, he didn't need to play that much, because compare all the rest of the team, top side and on blue side only plays 9 wards. Diana placed 9, Victor placed 10, Jinx placed 9. Viego is like kinda crazy. He was just like, yeah, I'm not really into placing wards, I just do one. But yeah, he was going more for the destruction of the wards, which is fine. But overall, the reason why Thresh didn't need that much wards was because of his carry and mid laner used wards as well, and this is actually key. Yes, you are an AD carry, you don't have to place that much wards, of course not, but whenever possible, you can. Yeah, he got early sweeper, exactly. But the thing is, like, if you go for early sweeper, you need to make sure that the rest of the team is placing wards as well, so you can go and really follow your jungle pathing, and get all the most the best information over the map that you need. And this is worked really great. Even Topside plays 12 wards, so this is like a difference. It's not like a huge difference in the way of the wards that they placed in general. It's more about where to place the wards, because they had, like, Red Side almost always had vision about objectives, and like specifically about the Drakes, they didn't focus that much on Herald. That's why they didn't gut Herald. But in the end, Herald was not needed for their composition and for their playstyle. The communication here, the map awareness, worked perfectly into their favor. So, yeah, let's do a little break of about 3 minutes, and let the team get ready as well. Then see you guys in 3 minutes. Be right back. Jesus, what a game.
Was. I was actually impressed by Cassandra flipping like on the beginning. Against Aatrox, I didn't know Cassandra was that strong.
Yeah, I mean, Casanto right now is insane, like when it comes to the game, so it's like really crazy. I was like, the thing is, if you check like the teams, I really try to mix the team as good as possible, because like on the blue team you had Alex, which was a coach and stuff like that. So I was expecting a bit more, yeah, about to be happen, those kind of things. And it's fun to see how the bot lane of Westside performed, because those are the weakest players at the moment. And if they continue playing like that, I might reconsider my action when I told them, yeah, probably just for the academy team,
Makes sense. I mean, if they're up to the job, even it makes sense like them joining.
Huh?
Like if they're good, it makes sense them joining the team.
Yeah, of course. But before it was more like, when I checked the OPGG, it was like, yeah, I see potential, and I saw them playing, it was like, yeah, there is potential, but there's still a lot of things like that needs to be fixed at a certain point. But I realized later on when I saw them playing that he was the supporter was sick on that day, so he did a couple of mistakes as well. So, the guys are getting ready for the next game. And welcome, Salem, to the team, to the stream, not to the team. And yeah, I had the break before, that's correct. But this is more like esports style. When the game is over, you have a small break, and then you continue. That's quite normal. So yeah, guys, that's based on the team. Did you expect the red team to win the game? Uh, because I know you, Salem. So of course you are a demon. Did you expect the red team to be like that dominant when it came to positioning and then stuff like that? What are your thoughts about? Yeah, exactly. I was like based on the draft, like as LEC would say or Medivetti would say now, like based on the numbers, blue team definitely was in favor, and we have seen some really amazing plays from Cassante, which would have been a great opening for Diana, for Victor to follow up, and then with Nautilus and if I can fix the sound in the stream. You should not even watch the stream if you are playing. But let me see. I guess I know what is the issue here. I don't know if the sound now is better or not. Hello? Yeah, exactly. Bot lane really had a huge presence over the map. Specifically, Thrash. He was roaming early on. He was waiting to get the correct spots and stuff like that. And so, yeah, Aatrox managed to get back in game, but as we saw, Aatrox was not really that much needed for the composition in general. It was more for the split push, like you go split push and distract the team for going for the towers, going for the inhib, while we start pushing all the other lanes, going for objectives and stuff like that. And it really worked perfectly fine. So you didn't need him to be like massively, in the game. So it was totally fine that he was back in the beginning, that he was, yeah, able to fight Cassandra for almost a minute, 1v1, which is insane. This is why a lot of people say top lane is the most boring lane at the moment. It's like tank versus tank. At some point, it's just like, no, nothing is happening, no one dies. Unless there is a jungler coming or a mid laner is warming or whatever. So, yeah. Similar performance. Yeah, yes, it was really great. It was a bit weak in the early game, I would say. Um, but that mostly was because you got outranged with the from the victor. So it was okay that early game wasn't that impressive for Syndra, but the as well, like to know when to go to top side and exactly. But this is more about if you know, okay, I'm not going to be strong in my lane in early game or whatsoever, you might take the opportunity on other lanes to get stronger, and that's what Syndra did here in order to scale. She stayed a bit too long on top side, to be in my opinion, to assist Aatrox to push the lane back, so Aatrox can go back in base and then come back. That's why they lost the second Herald in the end, because they could have competed for it. Because after a while, she went back to base, but needed some time to get back to the Herald, and that was a. But in the end, it was like, for her scaling, it was perfect. So they are still building up a bit and doing pro draft in the meanwhile. I hope the sound now is better. Okay, great, nice. Yeah, I don't know why Streamlabs does it, but whenever I use noise gate, the sound kind of gets weird. I mean, I don't hear it, so I always have to rely on the chat. But yeah, let's see how it goes. So yeah, well, let's see what they do. The fun thing here is what we could see on both teams is they both had a clear vision of what they wanted to pick. But what I was kind of missing is that they focused on the proper draft, which means if you see that someone goes for a pick composition, then you should be able to adapt your playstyle into something that is stronger than a pick composition, and this is something I was hoping to see, and maybe we're gonna see it now. We don't know. So because this is always like something that is like important when you draft, and that also is part of the technically basic knowledge, I would say, in high elo, that you understand like, oh, this is going in this direction, so we need to build something in this direction to be stronger. And this is it's something as I said, like that should have been happening, but it didn't. So let's see how it goes. So give me a second. We might have another commentator if he joins. There he is. Can you move him, please? I don't know why, but I still don't have the rights for it. Hello there.
Hi.
Hello.
So that's Kazakh. Kazakh is part of the tryout as well, but he's not playing today, so he decided to join me, or I kind of forced him to join me.
I got forced.
To commentate. Happy you made it.
I was watching the first game already on the train.
Okay. What were your thoughts about the first game?
There was maybe some bug, but I couldn't find it at all early on. Later on, it was fine by the red side team, but blue side played no macro at all. Sante was mostly playing solo queue, and the rest of the team.
Who?
Sante.
Casante.
Yeah.
Yeah. But do you think it was more a problem based on the draft, or do you think it was more like maybe because of the communication, because it's a new team?
More communication problem. The draft was alright. It wasn't a bad draft at all.
I mean, did you expect like both teams picking a pick comp team? Like,
I mean, for Tryouts, it's completely okay. Big two team comps with much pick in it. But the communication is not that good in a tryout, and yeah, you can pick off people easily.
you should be able to pick off people with a pick comp, yes. I mean, that's kind of what the comp is for. But yeah, I mean, so as I mentioned already, I was really missing, like, if you do a pick comp, you really have to focus on the vision. You know, that you know exactly where the enemy is and that you can
Vision
prepare.
denial and objective preparation.
Yeah, exactly. So do you think the red team could have done something better, or the blue team could have been something better?
Many things better.
No, I mean compared in the draft.
In the draft, I
Yeah.
there
So
is no sample with Atrix top. Diana versus
yeah,
Dixon and Botman. What was Botman?
severe thrash against Jinx Nautilus.
I mean, Thrash is basically Thrash is offered by the support, so it's completely fine, but it's not the meta pick at the moment.
Yeah, but, I mean, you worked already with me, and you know, meta, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care about it. Like,
Of course,
What-
but at the moment, Thrash isn't a good champion.
but he played like really well.
He
Like,
played really great.
and then that's why I always say, like, who cares about the meta? If you know how to play a composition, you can play any kind of champ you want, as long as the communication and stuff is working. So let's go to the pick and ban phase here. We have blue side banning Draven again, Lulu and Kassadin. So nothing new from the second game. Maokai is banned, and Viego this time got banned as well. It's again that they banned two junglers.
There's maybe why
And Varus banned
when
as
they
well.
go for a pick comp again, or maybe Heimer. Wow.
Okay, we got it on first pick. And immediately locked in is Darius. Jesus. There were some confident people.
It's a tough manager for on.
It's,
Oh, wait, is it the prep draft? Yeah, it's the prep.
yeah, they did pro draft before. They did pro draft before.
Yeah, okay.
So we got Xin now in the jungle. And Victor again for the team. I mean, Victor didn't play that bad, to be honest. I mean, I would have loved him moving around a bit more, like roaming, but
I hope he plays another rooster.
yeah.
Really, he played last game Scorch with first strike. I didn't like it that much.
So now we're gonna see Caitlyn
Okay.
versus Jin. Caitlyn with Nautilus and Jin with Pike
It's a
on
really
his
spicy
lane.
match.
So this is interesting, like really, really interesting. So what are your thoughts about it? What do you think? Let's start with blue, the blue team. what do you think is the winning condition for the blue team?
The winning condition for blue team is Snowball and Syndra because with Yabris in a build, because they can't DPS with Darius and Sin with a normal off-tank build with Jin. It's really hard to shut them down when they are in the game, kinda.
Okay. You know my question from the past. What objectives do you think they have to focus on?
You talk about our lanes or normal objectives? That's a question, big question. Because both teams.
Oh, objectives. I mean, we talk about Drakes and stuff like that.
Yeah, both teams will contest the Herald, and of course, bot lane is even because Jin, Caitlyn, they equal out on the lane, and it's two hook supports. It's like one hits hook, another. It's really equal the lane. The only opportunity on the red side draft is for real the range, and they got more DPS as well.
At least on the paper.
On the paper, yeah, of course.
That's something we always have to take in mind, or keep in mind that compositions are always great on paper, but you need to be able to perform in this composition and with the playstyle. So we can expect.
Every week, so Red Side has 3 winning lanes, so it should be easier for them to perform.
It should, yeah.
When he plays again the first strike victor, he can't trade early on with the Syndra. So,
yeah.
Yeah, it could be hard because Lucin is by far way stronger early game jungle. Nothing. Oh wait, they swapped sides. Or am I wrong?
Yeah.
Okay,
of course, they swapped sides.
Anyway, it's still a strong early game jungle.
Good morning.
So, yeah. Maybe we will see a mid lane to be too early on too. So.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm expecting to happen. But I mean, we had it already in the first game, when both supporter were roaming through mid. Nautilus started roaming onto mid lane, and Swash followed. But Swash in the end did the smarter move because they didn't get anything. But no. I think they didn't get anything. I don't remember exactly.
I'm really interested in the draft pick order, for real. Because I don't know how they draft be losing lanes.
I mean, it could be based on champion pool and stuff like that. I mean, you never know. Like,
Yeah.
if the champion pool is weak, yeah, okay, then I get it. But yeah, that's definitely a good question. Like, how can you, draft this way? Hello, game. Show up, please. There we are.
I can spectate as well. This looks perfect.
I mean, it's good for you. It's good now because you already can get an idea about the other players that you might play with in the next tryouts.
Hey, when I'm here, I want to commentate for real, not commentate with 2-second delay or something. That's the point.
Yeah. Okay.
We got again same rune setup on the plan. Also, that's the reason I was worried about it. Let's see how they play it out.
Yeah. team goes for the 5 cover again, while blue team says, no, it's not this time. We are going for the invade. Darius is waiting, but he spotted them early on. I don't know why exactly Pike still decided to flash behind him. That was kind of wasted, to be honest.
And they can't play that aggro at the moment, so on bot lane.
Okay, there was a boss. Mike out? Good.
Yeah, my god.
Ah,
Bot lane will be easy, kinda. They shouldn't get a solo kill at all. So, I don't know, maybe it's not that Flash Predator should be wanted from Pike. Or the plan is denying the Darius, but I don't know.
yeah, but they didn't got anything. Oh, he flashed as well.
Yeah, there is Flash as well.
Okay.
It could be worth it once they...
Yeah, if you want to go early against him, you know, like invade, like take wet buff, take how are they called, the quacks, and then
Really by far. You can't contest the quacks here. Can maybe take birds, but Sin is starting top. Maybe 3 camp into bots. Let's see. They now now Lee Sin is starting bot lane.
Yeah.
2 wards.
I mean, they can prepare everything best possible to get the gank there early on. They're kind of like on the same speeds. But now, if you really want to deny Darius early on, and you know that Lee Sin is there, like close. Oh my god! Yeah,
Flash of Varus on attack here, so...
yeah. On had to flash here. But he went a bit too greedy, to be honest, because Lee Sin was not in area there. But yeah, they are not getting him down. I think if On would have played it a bit more safe over there and waited for Lee Sin to be in position. Huh?
They have to dive here, it's completely have to dive. They know the Sin should be bot, and they can dive it for free.
Yeah, but
It's here, it's completely worth it because perfect dive.
there gets the first blood.
Now
I still think it could have been a bit played, a bit more structured. Thing is now Darius didn't lost that much because the minions were still.
He lost so much, he lost like 2 stick rates. He's just a enthusiast, but he's really not trying to speak.
There was a early ignite on Caitlyn. Spike is going for Galen while Nautilus is trying to get Jin. He gets the Jin. Galen is still running away, but she dies as well. But Spike is going to escape on that. But this might be the first plating for the red team on bot side. Yeah, that's the first plating already. And they're able to get the Drake again, which is Infernal, which is nice for Caitlyn and Darius.
Kind of and said they are not pedestrians. But they got reset in. And yeah. Just chill mid.
Flash, they
right.
get
Red side chill
Victor.
fighters.
Now there comes a counter engage. They get a kill on Lee Sin here. On goes really aggressive again and dies against Darius. Which is, yeah, what's kind of obvious. that if you go that aggressive with, into the minions and stuff with the stacks of Darius. Team tries to prepare here for Harold, which will be there in about a minute.
Yeah, there should be a big fight around, so
Yeah,
normally both teams want Harold. The moment they get two plates on Caitlyn, it's fine as well. Spike is,
yeah, plus solo XP on her as well, because Nautilus wasn't there to get. So the goal goes completely to Caitlyn. Darius takes the first blade on top side. You see, like, what team is everything preparing between bot and mid, going there. That was nice setup, like Sin is teasing. Okay, that was aggressive from Lee Sin, like he was so low, but he still decided to go in again and
hey,
die.
he was dead anyway, Zurich died. Was a good catch here.
Yeah. Yeah. Goodbye, Darius. And the kill goes to Syndra, which gives a really good advantage. They catch Pike here. Would they get it? Yeah, they get Pike. Oh, oh my god. They,
Oh, that's late.
yeah, that was like really bad plays from the red team. Now you have double buff on Jin.
Oh my god. Oh my.
And he gets the Caitlyn as well due to this aggressive play. This was really yeah, absolutely.
She missed the trap. But that's an angle on
We see now in chat that Nautilus pinged that Jin used the heal and used the R, which is nice if you do it, but you should do it in a proper time, like right away when it happens, because now there will be a delay in the countings, in the numbers, so you will not, if you don't remember exactly when he used it, you will not be able to really evaluate if you can go all in or not. Darius again goes very aggressive. They place Howl. They go for the orb. They get the kill. Xin again very low here. Sinra escapes. Caitlyn again gets caught here by the trap, but does a tons of damage. Uses her ult to poke him out and get him back on range.
Still more work
But-
for Red Dead. Like,
Huh?
they invested so much into Darius. They lose like 2 waves on top, but Drillset loses mid wave as well, plus plates on bot and mid.
Yeah, and the Drake, the next already, which is the mountain.
Okay, Clouds all would be really bad. Is it? It is.
So you see, play it smart. They get the. Oh, it's Cloud Drake, yeah.
Clouds is.
Caitlyn has to flash out here. Nautilus comes to peel the ultimate. Very nice play here. But now you have already invested a lot of things. Sin comes to the rescue. I think if Caitlyn would have focused a bit more on the tower, which was like 2 auto hits, I guess. The first tower would have gone to the red team. Very early ignite here on Caitlyn. They catch a bike, but are not able to kill him. Sinra starts moving as well. Lee Sin is already there, so they're going 4v3 over here. They're gonna get Sin down here, and now are going for the Nautilus.
What was getting out? Oh no.
Yeah, he will die as well. One goes for the ult.
It was a really bad timing.
Yeah.
That could have killed him full cancel, I guess.
There was definitely a possibility, yeah, to kill him. But now they started swapping lanes already. Caitlyn stays on both sides. And now she's going against Syndra, which is not really in Kate's favor.
They have to answer the swap.
They should, yes. I guess they try to give her the tower, like the first tower, but yeah, if you're not answering the swap, that's probably not gonna happen. Victor is going to die here. The kill goes down on Jin. Pike died as well, which was a good trade here because it went 2 for 1, 3 for 1.
Sin got both shutdowns. He will be really good now.
Okay, she's looking down, she's trying to escape, but she's like totally in between. There comes a gate ult and she gets the kill. That was very nice set and calculated with the damage, so that Caitlyn is able to get the kill. This time the game goes a bit slower than the first one. There is less roaming, I think they are trying to focus more on the communication and positioning here. Special from the red team. I have to say that this time the red team doesn't look that lost when it comes to positioning and communication, like compared to the first game. They went here for the engage, but they killed Sin.
They have to give up. Victor, I have to do stuff.
Nautilus get killed here, but they get 2 kills on the blue team, and they're going to get Cloud Drake for them.
Pretty fine. They got Drake.
Yeah,
They got a tower for Drake, so
yeah, that's fine, and they might get Harold as well. But blue team realize, okay, there is Harold up, we need that Harold. Both teams decide not to go for the Herald. Okay, red team here totally gets caught. And there was now the reset on the blue team, which totally gives free the Herald to the red team, which was not that smart at all. Like, you lose Herald, which means you will probably lose another tower. So, gonna split again, so they're not completely focusing. And Darius is the one that catched the Herald. So now it's a question, is he going to focus on the mid tower to get the second mid tower, or is he totally enabling the top tower and then start playing around the Drakes in the end with the team? So for now it looks like that he stays for the top side. But since the minion is there, they get caught. Okay, so they went for the catch and they lost Xin for it. And they going to lose Caitlyn here as well, and that's a double kill on. And now they simply just move to top side to catch the wave against Darius, and so he's not able to use Herald to enable the top side here.
they will send Darius bot now, so the trap may be burned. this. Because he has to keep. You have still the numbers advantage.
Yeah.
Thresholds.
Yeah, plus blue side has the division here, so everything is prepared for bot lane. They kind of still play the same tactic as in the first game. Like top side goes always for the solo. There goes down the Syndra. But Darius, will he die? No, he survived so far. He dodged the stun, but
It's
on...
not Baron now.
Yeah, that's the only way how to answer it. I mean...
They're way too late on the Baron.
Yeah.
In the 10-19 seconds ago and it's gone already.
Thing is, like, if...
Now they have to turn.
Here comes the Arnolds. He's catching two people with it. Sinnoh still staying on Baron and gets killed for it with the Baron debuff and the damage that was coming in against him. And they're continuously chasing them out. And that could leave them actually to take Baron now. Yeah, I mean, they have all the team. Things like... You have... He still has Harold. Why is he not placing it? At least place it somewhere. Okay, he placed it in mid lane. So he's trying to enable now the mid lane. But yeah, the Baron goes to the blue team, which was far from good place. I mean, yeah, you get another charge on the tier 3 tower. Red team now tries to get the Cloud Drake, but blue team is back already.
Because the IE falls fighting versus falls fighting on different. So maybe it would be
Comes again. Darius is down. Xin is down. They're pushing the team back into their jungle.
We'll take this once and force I guess.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I mean, that would be smart, at least. They didn't get a kill, but it was not really needed. It was more for to get the towers down and yeah, use the Baron as long as possible on the lane. Sin is getting back. Kate reset it now. Victor reset it as well. Syndra is pushing the tier 2 tower on the bot side. The thing here is, what I'm wondering with is like, why do you send Darius for the split push all the time, while On can easily answer that, instead of sending Caitlyn and using the power of Darius, you know, to win those team fights. Getting kill here on Pike, but are dying or is dying at the same time. Invested his flash even for it, which was not really worth it. Did she get the big ass? No, she didn't. But they got the kill here on Caitlyn, and they will get another kill on Nautilus, but Lee Sin dies for it as well. Now Darius overextends again. For the moment, he's still surviving. Yeah, I mean, that was played okay from Darius, but like way too greedy because it could have turned in a completely different way than he wanted. And he got a kill, but he didn't get like the tower or anything like he wanted it. Now it comes to the point where Baron and Drake are almost up at the same time, so you have to think about what you want to take first. I think Red Team really should focus on Baron for the moment to at least kind of get back in game.
Drake means nothing for both teams. Both should focus on Baron. It's a start.
I mean, the actual movement speed is nice, so it's not that bad. On gets caught here, but Lee Sin comes for the rescue. And Darius is pushing and pushing and pushing. He gets the tier 2 tower on the bot side. Syndra comes from the base now to answer the aggressive push from Darius here. And both teams are preparing Baron. Red Team tries to engage and go for the Baron as well, but get caught by all, and they get the kill here while Darius kills Syndra on the bot side. Blue team is continuously chasing the red team and kills them all, but Darius at least tried to get the inhib. But that would mean in the end they lost all the team for almost half a minute at some point. They lose Baron, and that for 2 towers. And this is where I say, like, I don't understand why they continuously send top lane, you know, to split push. And yes, he can do a lot of things alone. I get that. But the way they are playing at the moment, his damage and his stacks are needed in the team fights and not against towers or stuff. So he has to go base. So that's the third Cloud Drake for the blue team. So they managed to get both objectives for only losing 2 towers, which is really great. Yeah. So far, the blue team here has almost 6k gold leads. Has the Baron buff. They're not really like using it that much this time as it did with the first one. Now they're engaging, getting a kill here against Caitlyn. Getting a kill on Darius. Got the tier 2 tower, going for the tier 3 tower. Turning to a tier 3 on the mid side as well. Now they're able to get the inhibs and maybe even able to finish the game. I mean, there is only Nautilus and Xin so far back. They have 2 waves coming in. So they got the towers, they get Xin down as well. That's the game. That's the second game. Day 1. Impressive play again here from the blue team. I really have to say I like bot lane, the way they are playing, and we can see that they have played a couple of times together already. But as well, I like the rest of the team, how it adapts to it, you know. They know like, okay, that's our strong side, that's our strong point in communication, in synergy, in whatsoever. So we are going for it and pushing it. But yeah, let's check for the details again, if possible. No, of course. Why it doesn't like me to watch the details? Oh, there is. So again, we see a massive change in between, like compared to the lanes, by the damage that have been done. If you see like top side, for example, yeah, of course Darius did a lot more damage against one, which is totally normal, but in the end it didn't make that much difference for the whole game. Lee Sin completely overruled Xin in damage. Syndra overruled Victor. Caitlyn and Jhin are almost the same when it comes to damage, same as the both supporters. But in the end, the communication and execution of what they picked and how they wanted to play it is, has been done so much better. Again, like second time. So we can see and hope to see a third game and hopefully Team A is able to switch it around for their favor. But for the moment, we are going for a small break. So we will be back in about 3 minutes.
Yeah, it was a good game. It was a good game. I mean, was again no team play on the red side like the last one. Yeah, Darius again going ego all the time and going for the coin flip. So now they punished it early on. Sleeping. I went to my grandma. Yeah. Not really. Was legit nothing at all.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just really quiet because there's nothing much to say. Like the games have been pretty much like one-sided. The bowling is playing really well, and for some reason, I think the current blue team aren't they? No, the current red team aren't they the highest ranked ones?
Yeah, they are high ranked.
Yeah, the other ones are performing better, but like the bowling, if I remember properly, the bowling has a synergy because they are friends, right? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm. It's like I'm impressed. Like from both teams, like it's being weird, but like the team that are supposed like to have less elo is winning. So yeah, like I've been here the whole time. I've been hearing you guys talking and everything, but I just haven't said anything because I don't know. Like I don't know what to say really.
Perfect.
So I'm like, okay, I'll just let them like do the talking. I don't know what to say. So but I'm curious how this will play out because now that one team is losing, it's time to see how they perform under pressure. Yeah.
So we are back, and let's see if they are ready for the next game. Let me invite the people into the lobby. So, Mr. CEO, what do you think about the game so far?
I think they've been interesting. I'm not gonna lie. Like I saw some plays here and there, but I don't know. It's still pretty weird to me, like how everything's playing out. But I'm enjoying the games really.
What do you mean is pretty weird for you?
Like sometimes when the game is ongoing, I think that certain certain plays will go well, and they just end up not going the way I thought they would. So I don't know, like it's really kind of weird. I don't know how to explain to you.
Oh yeah, I get it. waiting for them. So, chat, what do you think about those games so far? Let us know in the chat. Any idea what Blue Side now could or should do different? What do you think?
It's quiet.
Yeah, the chat is completely focused. They're not even catching Pokemons. But yeah, I mean, we are not LEC, so we cannot expect to not be able to follow the chat. It's going to be interesting to see if they go again for a pick and catch comp on both sides, or if Blue Side now decides to try to counter this kind of pick composition.
I want to see the draft, you know.
I mean,
Maybe you get some more insights. So, maybe it's possible.
but it's really fun to see that the bot lane here in on the wet side now is completely outperforming the enemies, even though they are lower in the elo, which just proves it to a point that synergy and communication values more than being high ranked in solo queue.
Team play and solo queue is a different game, so you can expect this happening.
Yeah, totally agree on that. Totally agree with it. So this is going to be the final game of the day. You're just waiting for them to get the pro draft done. So the draft is about to be ready.
Oh, on button.
Hey, don't spoil it. I'm gonna see later.
Oh, I thought you got it open.
No.
The stream closer. Open the stream. Did not spoil anything.
I can see it later on my Twitter. Then they are like, "Oh, games were cheated." Everything was spoken before. No, it was not. they're taking a bit more time this right now for the draft than usually. Yeah, I think they definitely take more time now, which is smart because you wanna try the best to at least win one game and not go out with 3-0. But let's see how it goes in the end. Are they ready or Kazakh? Hello? Everyone is like really quiet at the moment. What's happening here?
So I'm back.
Okay. Are they done with the draft?
No, they are in the second pick phase.
Jesus. They're really taking the time this time. So let's see what we can expect. Come on, guys. We're all waiting. We're excited to see the final game of the day. Okay, they are ready. So let's go into the draft. There comes the Ornbun. And again the Cassadine Bun. It's going to get Jägerbun as well.
Draven out.
There comes again the Draven Bun. So let me guess they're gonna ban Lulu again. So Varus is banned as well. How did I know that was a Lulu ban? And Darius get picked again. They answer the Darius with a Shen. Then we get a Kindred in jungle and again Syndra in the mid lane.
Yeah, it's Syndra versus Victor again. 100%.
Why is he hovering? Zoe, Swain. As you would have been actually quite nice to see. But it's again a Victor.
3 games, 3 times the same middle matchup.
Yeah, which is kind of weird. I mean, if you know that mid lane is, you know, getting stronger and stronger all the time and has a big influence in the game, so why not taking it away? But they left it, so okay, it's going to be the same mid lane again, and we will have Lee Sin again.
We must all make our choices.
There comes the Thresh and Karma Bun, Gwen and Diana Bun. And there comes Kaiser and Nami for the blue side against Aphelios and Galio. Okay. So let me hear your thoughts about the composition, guys.
You would say it's a weird one because we got a. Oh, sorry. We got on red side kite back team fight. I don't know. It's kite back team fight with a losing side lane. Or Chen. No, it's. Yeah, Chen. Of course, it's a losing side lane, but. Yeah, I don't know. Really. And the other side, we got some range. Dive pick, I don't know. It's a weird one. I would say the blue side is like a solo queue income.
Kinda, yeah. Kinda gives us feeling, definitely. I agree on that. So guys, on the chat, you can vote. Who do you think is going to win this game? Is it blue side and will take home the 3-0 today, or is it red side that at least gets its revenge and win the game? So how do you, what do you would say is the winning condition here for the red side?
Getting Victor and Aphelios in game. Once Victor's in game here, he can really win other fights with Shen and Galio here.
This is more like into kind of like protect the carry and team fight, I guess.
It is kinda, but the enemy team has Kindred, Kaiser, Syndra, so
Yeah, they can answer
really
it like pretty easily. That's the problem.
I mean, Kindred hits here in this game 4 marks early, the game could be over for Red Hat. So it's all about accumulating the marks, and they play around with the accumulated marks with mid-lane prio. Because mid-lane runes will be the same, so similar as winning on early on. Yeah. And they can invade maybe with the similar prio and the Darius prio opposite. I hope they do so.
Yeah.
Because bot lane is... It's all in versus poke, all in, I don't know. I don't know what's Kaisanami about. It's a weird bot lane. It's a really weird bot lane.
Yeah. I kind of get it that you try to protect her with the heal of Nami, but it's like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, the thing is, like,
in the round of all, you had already 4 picks, and then pick Nami.
yeah,
on,
that definitely
Blue
would
Wall,
have
so-
been a better option as a
You have
support.
many better options here.
Like, you could have
You could even
gone, yeah, Jenna. You could have even gone for, like, I don't know.
You can even go Brown, you can go Ash, you can even go Heimerdinger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Swain would be good as well, Zillion, Soraka, Zona.
There would have been a lot of options.
Even Terry would be good. So, nearly every support you could take
Yeah.
better here than Nami.
Yeah, just like go for something with the C to keep the Galio out of range, you know, and that's it. So, this idiot fucking black screen again. I hate it. Ah, there we go. Yeah. So wet side is going for an invade again. There's an early flash from Shen, just to get a little bit of damage on.
Now it will be super hard for Shen and for
Yeah.
Listen. Darius adapted to the last game as well. He's playing now with TP and not with Flash. So
Yeah.
maybe they change it up a little bit.
Yeah, we will see.
I really want to see late from who said that Kill is starting what? Oh, she's starting top. Why? Jesus.
That's a good question.
They can just walk in top and just rid of what are they supposed to do?
Yeah.
Darius skim it as one.
Kaiser moved directly into the stun. Galio already had to flash out. Sim is here now for engage. Kindred was waiting already in the bush. Kaiser gets here the first blood. That was quite nice prepared from Kindred here. And topside gets the solo kill against Shen. And there we have a pause. A man gotta do what a man gotta do, okay. Yeah, I mean, it's not like we didn't have the time before. But okay, yeah. We are not on stage, so I guess it's not, yeah, doesn't matter. At least it's not, hopefully not happening like, do you think it hits? What? Oh god, they're trash talking someone that is not even there. Ah, Jesus Christ. What's happening? Is the game freeze for you as well?
Yeah, it was for me as well.
Hello game, can we please continue? Okay, I'm back. Yeah, Victor has to go back. We have Nami going quite early to make sure that Kindred gets the mark. I don't think they would have needed Nami for it, but okay. You think?
It's a kind of forced flash.
Yeah.
It's way too overforced. She can cancel this into her. She's completely fine with that, so I can just walk out.
The second game was won by the same team, like from now playing wet sites, and they won that game. They're getting kill here now on Kaiser, but Nami takes revenge for getting Kaiser down, but she's not dying for it. Okay. That was like really close. Yeah, that was very well played. Now you got a Kindred flash here to kill the Lee Sin. Okay, Nami still died. And Chen takes revenge. Taking down Darius. TP out from Darius here. Kindred is still waiting there. And yeah, I mean, That's a very aggressive play here from Galio. I mean, you will not get Kaiser down anyways, but you
Meanwhile,
gave her a kill.
Appeal fucked up his weapons. He has white and orange, white and order. In this phase. Really bad.
Yeah. So this game here, blue side definitely has the better start for the moment. Shen here is going to make sure Kindred doesn't get the next mark and even gets a kill on Kindred. Because there was no follow-up of anyone else possible. Now bot side is going for the fight, takes down Aphelios, while top side and the rest of his team tries to get down Darius, but Darius goes here and takes down Shen. But he will die as well, because there are still like 3 people against him. Very good rotation here from Galio. 2 assists on that.
But again, not that good in communication.
Yeah, definitely.
Back there and not moving for the fight. Similar, they played foul for 0 or foul for 1. Similar is pulled up, she can stand there. Playing
Phil is used to all but get catched here by the ball of Nami. Kaiser takes it and goes in, but is going down from the nice assist of the weapon. But Aphelios goes down by Syndra here as well. Shan is trying to do something, getting revenge. They're going on Syndra and they get Syndra down here. But now it's Galio. Galio has to flash to safety to not give Kindred another kill. But he's going back in. He doesn't have any vision, but is going back in and dies for it. This is like way too overextending on that part. Kindred all is out. They kick her out of it, but Kindred is still surviving. She gets killed now. That's a double kill for Lee Sin. But a very, very risky play here from the red team. So the first plating goes to Darius on top side. So Herald is up, and no team is able to get the first Herald that early.
You got a 2-level lead by Darius.
Yeah, but you see, like, there's Galio now as well, trying to assist, separating Darius, giving him snare. And now there is a counter engage from Shan. Darius continuously goes on Shan and kills him. Now Galio has to escape to the tower, but doesn't manage it. He gets all the stacks on Darius, and Darius gets them. Double kill. Lee Sin now is trying to make sure that they're not getting heralds, but herald was taken or will be taken by the blue team.
This early game looks way better again, like the first game.
Yeah, yeah, totally agree on that. The question is, will they be able to manage to hold it on, you know, like keep using the advantage that they built up now? Because yes, it's nice to have a lead, but if you are not able to keep the lead, and the goal
Still don't
advantage.
like that both mid laners are fighting for permanent lose and going every game to same builds.
Yeah, yeah.
even now, even Ludens is fine. Road Rage is by far the better item at the moment for Victor.
It would definitely make more sense. Fully agree on that. Thanks to the help of Lee Sin, Victor gets the first plating in the mid lane. There comes the TP of Cinder. She has Ludens ready. Second Drake is an Ocean Drake. Okay, listen, you should not run blind into the enemy jungle, even though you have a follow-up. So Victor is pushing back against the tower again. Now Kindred starts a Drake. Will blue team get the Ocean Drake here? Lee Sin is going in. Takes down Kindred here. And with the help of Kindred, he managed to get the Ocean Drake. Geyser gets here, double kill, but gets killed for it as well. Darius goes like really aggressive.
96 to 112 CS, 114 CS now.
Yeah, this is really weird. TP out here on mid Victor. Shen is going to fight Darius, but Darius used his ghost. Tries to get out, tries to get away. Galio came in with his ultimate to protect Shen. They get the kill here, but that was like so damn risky because Darius was almost getting a kill as well.
I mean, at this point, Shen can even go Locket and Redemption and function like a second support.
I think that would actually be the smartest way for them to do. In that opinion.
I mean, he won't be fight Darius at all. So the better option is
yeah.
to go for Locket.
The blue team here plays the Herald, takes down the top tower. We have here a gold lead of almost 5,000 gold already in 14 minutes. Yeah, they're fighting again here. They're trying to take down Darius. Kindred gets kicked out, but the follow-up wasn't really set up well. Darius is getting killed, and now they're going to go for the Kindred. Going to use the ultimate to keep them busy as long as possible. And Victor here gets the double kill.
It's again not a good communication. I mean, there's a big synergy between Kindred and Darius. So Darius can stack his ult, or it's passive, or target there and kill
Side
everyone.
gets the tower down here. Aphelios goes very aggressively on in. Shen uses ult to protect Galio instead of Aphelios, which was a really risky move. Because Aphelios took a lot of damage as well, but in the end they managed to get the kills and are able to go for the tower now. So they get the lane swap and they get the first tower on bot side. The next herald is up soon. Blue side is already preparing everything. But Red side has placed some quite nice wards. I mean, they got a Scuttle Scrap, they have the Twybush warded, they have even the enemy entrance warded. So they will know once blue side starts
They give up the
Herald, but
the
they are not
switching.
going to fight it. The thing is, like, if you decide to give up Herald, then you really have to do something else. Like, either way, pushing at least 2 towers or something, I don't know. But giving up 3 Herald for nothing, that's really, yeah, not a smart idea. Because even Drake is still like half a minute away. Galio goes in, takes a lot of damage here.
They use tools now. Maybe it's possible to fight for the blue team.
They should be able to fight it, yes, but they continue pushing topside, placing the Herald there as well. Darius and Kindred completely are pushing in and say like, nah, we are not playing around. We just want to finish the game here, like as soon as possible. And they get the tier 3 tower and they are fighting. Again, Darius get killed here.
Again, now Kindred will
And
fall.
Kindred gets killed as well. But they lost 2 towers for it. But the Infernal Drake is lost now as well. So yeah, it kinda is nice to have like at least one lane totally open. So only the inhib available. But is it really worth it to lose on other areas here? Aphelios gets another kill here. Darius comes to the rescue. Darius gets the revenge kill here on Aphelios. Lee Sin and Shen are running away. Now Galio goes in. Lee Sin dies against Syndra. They get a revenge kill here on Darius and on Nami. Shen is going to take down here Syndra.
Again, it should be 1 hour. Victor's half ahead.
Yeah, but the question is like, did the kill really need to go on Shen? I mean, she was dead. That anyways, just like one with Victor Q was it, right? And I think that would have been more worth to hand over the kill to Victor instead of for Shen. Maybe that was kind of like the tactic of the red team, like picking something that is totally weird and confuse the enemy. I mean, you never know. I mean, you know, sometimes when you watch LEC, it's the same. Like, what the heck are you picking? Like, what's going on here? And it works. Galio again goes very aggressive here, takes tons of damage. Shen has to ult Galio here. That was definitely not worth to go in.
We see, by the way, big item difference of ADCs. Either is going for second item, Final Dancer, and Aphelios is right adapting into IE. So he's far more damage at the moment.
Yeah.
I would be more happy with a BT on Aphelios second, so he's unkillable this game, but it's fine with the IE. He has a hyper fat Victor and a really fat Listen, so he
Yeah.
doesn't need the damage. Really nice capture by Nami.
Like nice bubble here again. But he managed to escape. the ultimate here. Listin is going in on Kaiser, but gets killed here. But Aphelios is taking revenge on that and takes down Kaiser.
Looks like even had at the moment because the big harm difference at top.
Yeah. There comes Galio taking down Darius here.
It's again a play, I don't know why he is there. He's in the enemy jungle with no teammate around and trying to he's trying to get a shutdown, but he's solo and he has no vision at all. I don't know.
Yeah, that was, I mean, they haven't been around, so he thought like, yeah, I have enough damage, so I can...
Still, they have two global ultimates, or nearly global, because Gali isn't that global much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, there's no reason to fight for him there. He can't catch someone.
Yeah, the thing is like, it doesn't even matter, even though Galio sometimes goes in like quite risky and almost dies, but then you always have Shen, even though you would love to see Shen ult on the carry or something, or like Lee Sin, and not like on support, but it still always works out for them. This is like a far better. I think they are trying to contest the Drake, but the question is, will they get it? They get Kaiser down. Shen is killed. Shen is killed. Similar gets down. That was something. I mean, Drake is still available, so it's a Lee Sin, so I wouldn't count it out to... okay. They got...
I was talking all game along for this combo. They're getting all low, and it's completely a free win. But Unit never ulted before Darius died.
At least not on the correct time.
Yeah.
I mean, she did some rolls, but yeah, so that's the free Baron. Lee Sin left the game. What the heck?
You see?
But yeah, he reconnected already. But damn, the red team now really has like, we're gonna prove you guys. We can play whatever we want.
I still don't understand why we got another Hextrich alternator in Victor's inventory besides Oblivion Orb.
Yeah, I totally agree on that. I mean, this is something like...
Will he go for Rise and Focus, or what is his plan?
I don't know. That kind of would make sense, but... Okay. So they got Baron, but they are losing two of the laners already. Shen decides not to follow on Nami, even though she was pretty low. So we're gonna have two people with Baron buff.
We're seeing as well IE Kaiser, not the Navoris Kaiser. Different from the mock at the moment. It's even a full lethality descent, so there's how many different builds going around in this game.
Yeah.
And we got the Morello finish on Victor's fight?
Kaiser goes in like really aggressive, is escaping, but Kindred goes down easily. Dallas is using the Baron to push as much as possible, but at the same time you have Ophelia, Shannon, but they're both going back. I mean, why you are not pushing the lane in?
Maybe they can catch Lisa now?
That would be an option. At least it protects the red buff. Yeah, they're trying to get Lee Sin down here, and they get Lee Sin down.
It's 2 minutes on Dragon still, so they have to prepare it.
Yeah. The thing is, like, what I'm always wondering, like in solo queue, and I can see that when you have new teams playing together, that this kind of mentality always kind of sticks. You know, like when there is no objective, you can take it slow. You know, just make sure that the lanes aren't pushing in, stuff like that. You don't have to force fights, but they're still fighting and fighting and fighting.
Fighting all the time here in this game.
Huh? What did you say?
They're fighting all the time in this game.
Yeah, but it is like more like a solo queue mentality. You know, like if you are a team and act like a team, then you know when to fight and when not to fight. And if there is nothing to get or to win, then there is no reason to fight the enemies. You know?
Really, really good adaptation by Kindred with the Suttons. I really like the weapons.
Yeah, Kindred is playing pretty good here. At least like compared to the first two games, Kindred doesn't look that lost in the games. Like in the beginning of the games, like the first two games, it always was like, does he know where to go? You know, like what to do, what is the plan, whatsoever. This game, it seems to be more clear. So they're trying to get down Darius here. They get Darius down. Lee Sin falls as well. Lee Sin, Shen again has to protect the supporter. Double bubble. Double bubble. From Nami.
Really, really bad for the Blizzard. They lost Darius and maybe they can't contest it.
It's really difficult to contest it with a full life Shen in it, the long range from Victor.
It's still Red Flag used their ult, so there's opportunity for it. They contest. They give it up.
Yeah, I mean, you can try to contest it, but you might just die by it. But yeah, so that's Infernal Soul for the red team.
Victor would hurt so much without Morello and the Rabadons or full purchase White Club.
Yeah, I kind of get it why you try to get like the heel of Darius down and stuff like that, but in combination,
Still, it isn't his job.
no, exactly.
Either Lee Sin or Galio should buy hero reduction here in this game.
Yeah. Especially Galio should buy heal reduction, because he's always going in like really aggressive and tries to create openings, which usually works, which is totally fine. But yeah, most of the time.
In my opinion, the off-tank, the user actually is far better than
Yeah.
anything else. So yeah.
Darius again goes for the split push.
Riot Stream now.
Is tower diving him. That's gonna be a double kill here if he plays it right. And he gets a double kill, but dies in the end. And that goes over to Galio. Blue team now are trying to do Baron, but Lee Sin and Aphelios both are coming.
Oh my god.
That's a goddamn ultimate here from Aphelios with the Infernal Soul on it. So that was a Baron for the red team. GG, well played, guys. The whole team is down, so they can push. Simmons trying to get topside, at least in some advantage.
Still
But
the goal is even because of the big different stuff.
yeah,
Wow, what is this cannon? Just 2 shots from the...
yeah. Darius is chasing Lee Sin now. Okay, Sin escapes, but it's really crazy. Like they're relying so much on Darius with his split push, so they can win things. But it hasn't worked out for them in no game. So the question is, why do you continue doing it? You know. Flash out, there comes the Nami ult. Ingrid goes to get the Victor down here. Listen goes for Kaida, Galio ult, and Shen ult behind. Double bubble again from Nami. Nami is really great with setting those bubbles. Even though they managed to escape, so no one dies. There was a lot invested from the wet side. But in the end, it's good for the red side because they still have the Baron buff, so they can easily push in.
I really don't know at the moment why Kendrick is going with end of this build. It's not fine, but going full grip on it. I don't like this. It's losing so much power.
That's a first tier 3 tower and Inhib going down. Now they try to get back, regain. Kaiser managed or tried to go onto Lee Sin and he almost died, but he managed to get the kill. Darius is completely off position here, trying to go for the Aphelios kill.
And for some reason they opened the top lane unit at minute 16 or something, and they never finished
Yeah, they didn't focus on it. So yeah, I mean, the first Nexus tower, the tower is already down.
They're playing it safe for other...
Yeah, I mean, pretty normal. Wet buff is up. Then as well, Elder Drake will arrive in about 10 seconds.
Looks like got no vision, they have to pace check. They can't really contest the Elder, but they have to.
Yeah. You see Shen and Galio already waiting.
Oh my god!
He goes for the kill onto the support while Darius kills Victor. Kaiser takes down Galio here. Listen, takes Kaiser Aphelios says like, oh, come on, dear Darius and Syndra, I love you so much, I give you some death kills, death. So, this is like, hello, I'm Aphelios, I'm just going in. And Shen is just finishing the game here with the help of some minions. So that's a very clear 3-0 for the red team. GG, well played. Oh, yeah. So, and again, Darius was the one with the most damage dealt, like by far most damage. Yeah, guys, this has been like really. Huh? What do you mean you can barely hear us? We didn't say anything. Yeah, this has been like really intense games today. Why are our voices so low? What do you mean?
But it's always that quiet or okay.
Oh, okay, I didn't change anything. I just made the mic a bit louder, but I'm not the screaming person, so I'm more calm in communication, you know. So yeah, I think that has been it for today. We will have some talks now internally. And thank you guys for tuning in and watching. We will let you know when the next tryout is happening. You might see some old players from today, but for sure some other players. And as far as my schedule is working correctly, Kazakh will be in one of those games for sure. So yeah, if you want to know more about Despion Gaming, go just to check them out on Twitter and maybe let a follow there to know what's gonna happen within the org and other stuff. I wish you all a nice Sunday evening. Thanks for being here and for all the support. Have a nice evening. Bye bye. But let me wait you quick to another person. Give me a second. I had someone in mind, but oh yeah, perfect. Another League of Legends. Give me a second.
It's perfect, and so everyone can watch Astralis and Fnatic now. And lose Sport Fanatics.
So let me
Support
send
me.
you to Just Quiz TV. Let some love there. See you later, guys. Bye bye.